Hello, you're very welcome to Classic English Academy Plus, and here I'm Bob. Well, I think that you remember last two sessions, we talked about the word order and part of a speech. We are going to use both of them to make more sentences, but this time we are going to talk about the changes of a verb in a sentence. Yes, you are right. We have different kind of verbs in English language, and the verb itself, it's going to change a lot of different kind of things in a sentence for us. Well, we have a lot of different kind of other groups of words that they can have different effects on the sentences, but the verb is very, very essential and important. In this session, I'm going to talk about some tenses. These tenses come with the verb. For instance, speak is something that you regularly do it. I usually speak to my friends. I spoke to my friend yesterday. Yes, the verb is going to change, so we are going to make the line which is going to make these changes clear. We are also going to make another tense in the future. So we have got one line for three basic tenses: present, past, and future. Today, we are going to use both the word order and part of speech to see how are these changes going to happen. Classic English Academy Plus. Once again, you're very welcome. Here we have got session 3, and I am sure that you remember part of the speech and word order. Well, these two are really important because they try to help us to understand and make different sentences. Well, the word order is very, very special in English language. Yes, I put a tick here. We must be very careful about this. Of course, part of a speech is very important too, but we have the part of a speech of the words in all languages. We talk about this. You remember? For instance, we have a verb. This verb, like go, can be used in different forms. I go to work at 7. Okay. Today, I went to work at 6:30. Went is another form of go. Part of a speech tells us that we have different forms of one single verb, like go. Go when? I went to work. Before 7. Today. Well, it just happened today. Okay. This is something normal. Yeah. It is a norm for me. This happened today and finished. It was a happening. We can say it was a happening. It was an accident. I really did it just today. And we have another form with go. Today, we are going to talk about future too. Will go. Yes. Will is going to help go and many, many verbs to go to the future. I think, look at this part. I think I will go out today. It is just an imagination. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm talking about the future. Okay? So, this helping verb, this is H. Do you remember? It is just a single letter that I'm going to show it help. Okay, so this is M, huh? Main verb. MV, main verb. This is helping verb. Okay, I put V here too. HV means helping verb. This is MV, main verb. Okay, so this helping verb is going to push us, is going to help us to show the go in the future. Yes, we have a line in English language. Of course, it is imaginary. You can think about it in your imagination. Let me show it to you. Well, we have it here. So, we have almost 3 parts. This is just the beginning, huh? Here, here, and here. It's go. We have went here. And we have will go. Okay. This is present. This is simple present, or you can say present simple. This is past, finished. Okay, we have got no connection with this. And this is future. This will helps us to put the go in the future. It's future, and that's it. Now, let me write some beautiful sentences. They went out at 4. Maybe they came back. Maybe not yet. But it happened in the past. Finished. Okay? They went out at 4 o'clock. What about the present? They go out at 4 every day. Oh, it is a habit. Yes, it is a habit. It happens most of the time. Be careful. It is present. It means that this habit maybe started in the past and is going to continue in the future. We do not know when it started, but we know that it happens almost very often. Okay, they go out at 4 every day. What about will go? We have another sentence here. He'll go out at 6. Okay, most of the time you hear will, he'll, she'll, she'll, I'll, will. Okay, so he'll go out at 6. He'll go out at 6. Okay, so I'm just talking about the future. We have simple. They are not negative. It is not a question. Now I am going to change them into negative and questions as well. Look at here. Go, do, and does. Don't and doesn't. When we have does, doesn't, we are talking about he, she, Mary, it, my cat, and different things. When we have don't or we have do, we have different things. Well, the starters are different. Like I, you. You, maybe you're one person, maybe you are more than one person. 2 people, 3 people, a huge population. They and we. Yeah. Okay, like I don't like fish. But we say he doesn't like fish. Look at it. This is very important. But we say he likes fish. When we have doesn't, we do not put this S here anymore. We don't have it here because we show it that it is one single person. These are single, single, and single. Well, I is very, very exceptional. Okay, be careful. This is very, very, very different, huh? So I put just a star there. He likes fish. He doesn't like fish. This is a negative form. Well, these verbs are very, very important. These are helping verbs. They are helping us, huh? Yes, of course. Helping verbs help main verbs to change, like into negative way. We can also use these helping verbs in the same way for the matter of questions. Okay, let me show you. This is very interesting. Well, in fact, we use all these forms in English language to show different kind of feelings. Well, of course, a language is a tool to communicate to people, and we really need to know different kind of tools to change different kind of sentences to make different kind of feelings. Yes, of course. Again, we use these for making some questions. Do you like to study? Does he read? Well, these two question mark are very, very important. So for you, maybe you're one person, maybe more than a person, we use do. For he is one single person, we shows that this is for one single person. Does he read? Say yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. Okay, yes, of course, we can answer back this question in 2 different forms. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Of course, we can answer this too. Do you like to study? You say, yes, I do. And the negative one, yeah, of course. No, I don't. Yeah, here. So you see, the helping verbs are really important because they help us to change the sentences. Even we can answer back some different kind of questions, but they are always short. This is a rule in English language. Okay, be careful about the word order. We have yes, comma, I, and then do, full stop, finish. This is the word order. And part of the speech is very important because we are changing the words into different things. For instance, we have do, sometimes we have does, because this, look at this one, this O is going to make us to put ES because of O. Yes, of course. We have some vowels that are very important. O, E, I, U. Yeah. In fact, A, and then when we have these, well, we have A and here. Okay. Of course, we have these in another form. Okay, let me see. It's a book. It's an apple. I think that you may know this rule. This is very simple rule. We have some different kind of nouns that we need to show them that they are one, they are singular. And if they start with A, E, I, O, or U, we most of the time, and of course the sounds of these are very important, we most of the time change A to N. This is very simple, huh? We have work. Say, he work here. But this is one single person. We are going to show that the verb is for one single person too, so we put S here. But he goes out after 6. This S changed to ES because of this O. Look at it. This O is here too. So we have these 5 letters into different kind of conditions. We use them because of different kind of reasons and purposes. Little by little, we go to a grammar book, we start practicing all the exercises with each other, and I will bring everything from A to Z in that book so that you can understand things deeply. And this is very important to help you to produce different kind of sentences. Of course, those sentences that you are interested to make and produce rather than memorizing and repeating. While we are practicing different kind of sentences, I will little by little add some important idioms, different kind of collocations, those important sayings that we have in the English language, and most of the native speakers use them in daily routine and everyday English, in fact. But we need to start to produce sentences in different forms with different tenses, so you will get to know what is the general rule, and you will also start to make different kind of sentences automatically. Don't worry at all. Okay, another example with will. He will arrive at about 7. Okay, I am talking about he, and I really cannot make 100% sure that he is here at 7 or about 7, because I'm not very sure what will happen to him. So we say that will is something as the prediction. We are trying to predict something about someone. Okay? He will arrive at about 7. This is about the future form. I don't think most of the time we try to change this sentence with a special form of native speakers sentence. I don't think he will arrive at 7. You're going to make this will into a negative form, and most of the time you see that the native speakers try to use this. I am just trying to prepare the background of a lot of different kind of structures so that when we go to that's a special book and I am trying to introduce different kind of exercises, it will be quite clear for you and you will get it immediately. I don't think he will arrive at 7. I'm talking about a kind of a thing that I believe it may happen in the future. I'm not sure. So I say, I don't think. If you are sure, well, you can go for he will arrive at about 7. So we must be very careful which we use and why we use these. Again, I have here a helping verb. Look at this one. And also here, another helping verb, to make my sentence perfect, to make my sentence sensible. It is something that we can read it or hear it at the same time, maybe, sometimes, and we understand it. So grammar is going to help you to produce beautiful, natural English as well as understanding it. This is very important. When you're listening to a native speaker, you're listening to a kind of a music or a podcast, you're going to hear all these structures. If you really like to produce perfect English as well as listening to things and different things like a story clearly, you must try to produce and start to produce different kind of sentences like these. So somehow you are repeating these structures in your background, and when you hear them, they will be quite clear and easy to understand. So easy that you enjoy the English language. In this way, you're not going to memorize almost anything, but you are practicing and adding it to your knowledge. This is a part of a language that it is going to get into a better form of interesting entertainment. I believe that learning a language is a kind of entertainment. It is very unique, absolutely exciting. Okay, I think that this is enough for the session, and I will try to bring more interesting tips for the next session. Till next session, have a great time. Bye bye.